Okay, so now we are going to talk about variables. Variables are actually small locations in your PC, small memories, which has a name and you can store values inside it. Okay, so example, there's a few types of variables that you can have. So for today, you are going to learn 3 of it. Okay, so firstly, you'll have normal numbers. These are whole numbers. It can be positive or it can be negative. So this type of variables, you can put it under the data type int, meaning integers. But this is not enough. You must give the variable a name. Example, age. Okay, age. So you can have something like this. You can leave it as this. Okay, that means I have created a variable, and this particular variable is of type integer. So int is for integer. This can be anything. You can have any kind of variable name. Okay, if you have more than one, maybe you can have another one. Okay, let's say I want to know the number of certificates that I have. So I can put certificate as one of my variable name. Okay, and if I already know the value, I can put it this way, 23. Okay, I can put equal sign 23. If I don't know the value yet, I can put equals to 0. Alright, so if you have two things of the same data type, you can put it in one line with a comma in between. If you don't like it, you can put semicolon, push it to the next line, int again. Okay, this is for integers. It can be positive, it can be negative, but it must be a whole number. So let me adjust it back again. Okay, now another one will be float. Okay, float are actually any numbers, positive or negative, which has a decimal point. Example, CGPA. CGPA, you have a decimal point in between, maybe 2.32, comma, or maybe salary. Salary equals to maybe 1900.00. Even if you did not put the last 0.00, you leave it as it is still going to be taken as float, and when you display, automatically there will be a 0.00 at the back. Okay, next, the third variable is of type character. So if you have CHAR in front, that means this is of type character, and it can be for things like grade. Okay, grade equals to maybe B. So whenever you have character, you need to have single quotes, not double quotes, single quotes. You can even have symbols. For example, at equals to plus. Can. Okay, you can do this. As long as you want it to be a symbol. You can even have number. okay, equals to maybe 9. Okay, so here 9 is not a number. So I have set this as a character. So you cannot use this to do your addition. Okay, so remember, you have different types of variables here, each of them with different data types. So whenever you create a variable, you need to know where you need to put it in. Is it under integer, float, or character? Remember, integer is a whole number, positive or negative. Float is any numbers, positive or negative, with decimal points. And character can be anything as long as it is a single value, okay, single value with single quotes. So now, how do I print these values? How do I print the value of this certificate? Okay, how do I print my CGPA? How do I print my grade? So, from our previous lesson, whenever you want to display something to the user, you use printf. So here I can put your CGPA is, okay, so I'm going to print this value, but I'm not going to print the number. I'm just calling the variable name. So because the variable name, the variable is of type float, so I have to put a placeholder. So percentage F. Okay, so this is where I want the number to appear. Your CGPA is 2.32. So here I put a comma. So what do I want to display at this location? It's the CGPA. So at the back here I put CGPA. So I know the location and I know what I'm going to place at that location. So this one depends on the data type. So let me put a /n in front. Save this and run. Okay, I forgotten a semicolon, so run again. So you can see this. Your CGPA is 2.320000. So how to omit the back 4 zeros? What you can do is, here after the percentage sign, you can put 0.2. 0.2 meaning after the decimal point, I want 2 digits. If you want 3 digits, you can put 3. Okay. So now if I run and compile and run, so I'll get a better value. So this is my CGPA. So what happens if I take this and I put it here? Okay, what if I put it in front? So let's compile and run. You can see that this particular symbol, placeholder, tells you where to place your values, where to place the value of your variable. So if you move this around, your value at your output will move around as well. So it depends on you where you want to display the value. At the back here, this is what variable's value that you want to display. Okay, very simple. So if you have two things that you want to display, okay, let's get back to the original part, okay, and your salary, and your grade is C. Okay, why C? Because now I want to display my grade. Grade is character, so I need to use C. Just now I wanted to display CGPA. Why F? Because CGPA is float. So first I want to display CGPA. After some time I would like to display the grade. So grade comes after CGPA. So I can display something like this. The front portion is for the front placeholder. The grade, which is the second variable, comes secondary. So if I compile and run, I'll get everything at the proper location. C is for character, F is for float. And maybe I can add on, and your age is percentage D. So D you use for integer. So it is the third portion, so that will be my age. So if I compile and run again, everything is in order. The first placeholder is for CGPA, second placeholder is for grade, and the last placeholder is for second placeholder is for grade, and then the last placeholder is for my age. So this is how you initialize variables, and this is how you print the variables on the screen as I've shown here.